15 minutes. That's nothing, right? For a moment, just think about how quickly 15 minutes passes. Go ahead, we'll give you a second. Now, what if we told you 15 minutes could change your life? Welcome to 15-Minute Transformation with Shana James. 15 minutes out of your day could help transform your mindset, your habits, and your lifestyle. If you're looking to improve your relationships, boost your productivity, or just be happier and more fulfilled, get ready for practical insights and inspiration that you can use right now. 15 minutes to change your life. This is 15-Minute Transformation with Shana James.
I'm your host, Shana James, and we are in a series called You 2.0. This is the third episode of this You 2.0 series, and we started off by talking about how you need to have a dream, and then you need to understand your why. And now we're going to move into the third, I don't know if it's the third of how, I don't know. It's another part of You 2.0, how you can get to that next level of having the life you've always dreamed about. And that is, look, y'all, you got to set the goals. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm probably not, I'm a fan of goal setting and not, because I don't want us to get so focused on the goal that we miss the joy of the journey, right? But I think it's important to have these goals and write them down. And I'm calling today's episode Goal Digger. Goal Digger. Now, I want to make it very clear. I love the Kanye West song, Gold Digger. She takes my money when I'm in need, She a trifling friend indeed. Well, she's a gold digger. Way over town. Y'all, I could keep going. Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger. Now, what I'm saying to you is I'm not talking about gold, like you're going after money. I want you to be a goal, Goal digger. Somebody that is hustling hard, somebody that's working, that knows what they want, driven, and is working to achieve that. Now, a lot of times we think about this from a career or a business standpoint, but I want you to be gold digging when it comes to your family. I want you to be a gold digger when it comes to your growth and your faith. I want you to be a gold digger spiritually. I want you to be a gold digger with your health. I want you to be a gold digger with your relationships with friends and family. I want you to go after, set and discover and talk about the kind of life you want to have. Now, I've been talking about goals and setting goals since I was 19 years old. At 19 years old, I had the privilege and the honor, the pleasure of teaching in one of the organizations I was in college called National Society of Black Engineers. And I taught people how to have goals. And when I did that training and I did the teaching, I had set goals for my life, and just in a short period of time had seen them come to pass. But now looking back over my life, it's been 27 years, maybe 30 since I did that. One of the things, it's been 30 years since then, since I taught that, is that I've discovered that every time I've written my goals down, every time I've been focused on my goals, I'm more likely to achieve them. I'm much more likely to see them happen. So if I want You 2.0, me to be a better version of myself, if I want to have the life that I want to have, then I've got to be willing to do the work of setting goals and going after them. It's important that you understand this, that it's not just about mentally thinking about a goal, but in 15 minutes a day, you can literally write your goal down or even review your goals and putting them somewhere in front of you. Because 97% of people who achieve their goals, they're more likely to achieve their goals if they write them down. We are 97% more likely to achieve our goals if we write them down. So we need to write them down. And the truth is that goal setting is important, because without it, we're really kind of living our life on happenstance, hoping that things happen, hoping that things change. And I think You 1.0 is like, well, one day I'll get better. Maybe one day I'll finally have the job of my dreams. Maybe one day I'll finally marry this person. Y'all know y'all need to have goals even when it comes to dating. I'm about to hit this. Some of y'all don't even have goals when it comes to dating. What do you mean? I mean, what are you out here doing? We have no hope. We just keep hoping somebody find us in a club one day. Instead of having a goal and going after it and saying, no, I want to be married or I want to have this type of relationship and I'm going to do it. I'm going to work towards making it happen. And some people are like, well, that's not under my control. Well, some of that is true. You can't make somebody fall in love with you, but you definitely ain't going to find nobody if you ain't doing nothing. Right? If you're just sitting at home hoping they come find you. So goal setting is about, like, if you don't have a target, you're not going to achieve the dreams that are in your heart. And almost everybody wishes that something would change in their life. And they devote countless hours to thinking about their future and their present situation and talking about it with friends. And I don't like this. And almost everybody wishes that there was something that could change in their life. You know, we talk about, I want a new car, or I want a new boat, or I'm going to be a movie star. Or, you know, the number of times I talk to kids nowadays, I'm like, what are you going to do with your life? I want to be a YouTube star. Okay, well, what you going to put on YouTube? And they just say stuff like, well, I don't know. I'm just going to blow up. I'm going to make a couple videos and I'm going to blow up. Make a couple videos doing what? They have no goals. Their goal is to be a star. But you got to have more tangible, like, what does that look like? You know, how do I get there? And it kills me because kids say, I want to sing, but they don't want to do basic stuff like take music classes. I don't want to take that class. I don't want to learn. I don't want to sit in that. We don't want to do the things that are necessary because our goals aren't necessarily reality. They're still just in the ethereal, in the ethereal atmosphere. I don't know if that makes sense. There's still just something that's out there that's not tangible. But when you write them down and you get more focused and specific with your goals, they become a reality, and they really can be a catalyst towards the you 2.0 that you want. So I want to get started by teaching you some fundamentals of goal setting. And you can do this in 15 minutes a day. You don't have to, you know, some people are like, I need to go away on a retreat and set my goals. You may want to do that. Maybe you need to, or you could just work 15 minutes each day on thinking about where you want to be and what steps you need to take to get there and writing them down. And it's interesting because a lot of us try to set goals, but we struggle to follow through with them. You know what I mean? You know, how many times have you decided on a course of action that you were going to take, but just didn't follow through? So what I'm going to give you today is going to help you to not just set goals, but to actually follow through and achieve them. You know, I think about it like this. I think about New Year's resolutions, because so many people set goals at the beginning of the year. It's not necessarily hard to set goals, but we don't write them down. So at the new year part of the year, the biggest topic is, what's your resolution? You know, what you gonna do? And very few people stick to the plans and to the goals to actually get there. So I will say this, is sometimes getting to where we want to be is not the problem of setting the goals. It's choosing the right goals to make sure that we can accomplish them. Do y'all know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I might set a goal. Like, so I set a goal to say at the beginning of the year, I'm going to lose 100 pounds this year. Okay, that's great. But I haven't set the right goals, because the right goals are going to help me talk about, you know, maybe I'm eating more fruits and vegetables each day, or maybe I've made a decision to work out each day. But I'm setting the right goals that are going to get me there instead of this big lofty goal, right? Goal setting is this formal process for you literally personally planning who you want to be in the future. You know, so yes, I can say I want to lose 100 pounds, but it's not the 100-pound loss. It's the creating of a lifestyle where I've created habits where I eat better and I exercise. Because even if I do whatever the radical thing is right now to lose the 100 pounds, I still, come on somebody, have to do the work each and every day to maintain it. So it's interesting when you're making a goal, you're saying, I want to be there. But I think our goals need to be creating the steps and the actions and the habits that are going to sustain us and give us the lifestyle that we really want with our goals. So for instance, I talked about the health, but also with my business. Let's say with your business, you want to have a 7-figure business. Okay, so you can write you want a 7-figure business all you want, but I've got to be writing down goals towards creating lifestyles of being a seven figure business owner, which means a part of that lifestyle is maybe I'm constantly selling my product. So I've got to create steps each and every day where I'm selling every day. So that might mean I'm creating emails every day, or I'm sending out pitches to people every day, or I'm doing sales calls every day. So instead of saying my goal is to be a 7-figure person, yes, that's the end goal. Maybe that's what I put on my vision board. But the steps each day are, I'm going to take 15 sales calls today. I'm going to every day. I'm going to send out 15 pitches every day. I'm going to, write an email every day. I'm going to, do these post in my social media every day. Those are the steps that I'm going to take because that's what a 7-figure business owner does. Now, maybe I get to the point and at $1 million, I'm hiring other people, but ultimately I've got to be willing to do these things on a daily basis. So I want you to see the goal setting not as just I'm setting this big lofty goal because I dreamed. The dream is the start. The why is the what's keeping you. Now as we write down our goals, we're writing down what is the lifestyle I need to have every day to get to that goal so that I can achieve what I'm looking for. By setting your goals, what you're doing is you're saying, if I'm looking at what routines and habits do I want to achieve so that in a step-by-step manner, I'm actually going to be that person that I want to be. So the process of setting goals and targets allows you to choose where you want to go in life and what you want to do. You right now are a direct result of the habits that you have and the decisions that you made in your life 5 years ago. You chose to be where you are right now, whether you want to agree with that or not. Some of you are like, I ain't choose this. Now, I'm not talking about life just happened and stuff got rough. You got a car accident. You didn't choose that. But I'm saying there are places and things that we chose about our health. I chose to not work out every day. I chose to not eat the best every day. So therefore, I am a result. The weight that I'm carrying is a result of the decisions that I made 5 years ago. I chose to say I'm not going to put that much time and energy in my business 5 years ago. And so therefore my business may not be blowing up like some of y'all businesses might be blowing up who chose to take that time. But I need to be realistic about that and say that right now, You 2.0 is about me saying I want to be somewhere else, but I'm going to set goals and targets and actually look at the lifestyle of what I want to achieve to get to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Long-term vision provides you with this short-term motivation, but discipline gets you where you want to be. It's the daily habits. It's the daily habits of what do I want to live like on each and every day. Don't just look at, I want to have this great marriage. Look at what am I willing to do and what steps do I need to put into my life each and every day to have this great marriage. What am I willing to work on every day to be great? I love looking at athletes when it comes to goals because athletes are like the greats, the GOATs. They put in work on a daily basis to get there. Their goals may be, hey, I want to hit 360, if I'm an MLB player a year, or I want to, make over 300 3-pointers this year if I'm a basketball player, or catch so many touchdowns as a football player. That might be true, but how they get there is what they're willing to do every day. I'm going to hit the gym 2 hours every day to get there. I'm going to make sure I meet with my coach every day to get there. Those are the kind of goals I want you focused on when we go through You 2.0. So what are your goals? What are the levels of where you want to be? And what are the smaller things that you have to do in your lifestyle to get there? So what do I have to put into my lifestyle to reach the type of person that I really want to be? I said that I wanted to grow as a speaker and I wanted to grow as a preacher and as a teacher. And I discovered that, I thought that what would measure that would be that I got more speaking engagements. So I set a goal initially to have more speaking engagements. But I realized that's not the lifestyle has to be, I have to be growing. I have to be selling myself. I have to be doing something every day to get there. And so one of the things that I determined is I'm not going to be a great speaker if I don't read. Y'all, I'm about to free somebody. Yes, I said it. Because reading, what it does is it expands my understanding of stories and knowledge. And therefore, I have more content to pull from in a speech. Or I said to myself, I want to have more opportunities to speak. And so I decided to do this podcast to create more content on a regular basis because I have to be speaking every day. So instead of saying I want to get 25 speaking engagements next year, what I said was I want to produce content on a regular basis every day because I'm developing the ability to speak more. It's going to open doors for me. Or I'm going to send out pitches to help get to speak more, to ask people to say, hey, I've got this opportunity. So you have to begin to want to put and make lifestyle changes as goals and not just put the goals out there. So what do I want you to do today? Today, what I want you to do is I want you to start thinking about those dreams, think about those visions, think about those whys, and I want you to start breaking them down into what needs to happen. Spend some time today just thinking what needs to happen in my life on a daily basis for me to live like that or to support that type of lifestyle and maintain it. Think about that. Yes, you can have a 7-figure business, but if you don't know how to manage the money, it's going to be gone. So I'm managing the money every day. What are those daily things that I need to do? Because those are going to become the fruit. Those are going to become the action steps that you take each day. And you're going to look up after you've done them and you're going to go, oh my gosh, I really have achieved this. And it's because it's now a lifestyle and you're going to not only achieve it, you're going to be able to maintain it. So don't be a gold digger, be a gold digger. Get your hustle on and do the stuff every single day to reach the life of your dreams. You 2.0. Thanks for listening to 15-Minute Transformation with Shana James. Thanks so much. I'll see you again tomorrow.
To 15-Minute Transformation with Shana James. If you take 15 minutes of your day and use it how Shana recommends, you will change your life. Shana is a certified life coach, a pastor, and a transformation expert. Real, authentic, and right to the point. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Coach Shana. And be sure to head over to the website at powerof15minutes.com. Remember, if you do something for 15 minutes for 1 year, at the end of the year, you spent 100 hours on that task. Powerful. See you next time on 15-Minute Transformation with Shana James.